Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. Today, Governor Tony Evers signed the first bill in Wisconsin ever approved by remote vote, a COVID-19 relief bill which has passed the Assembly yesterday. The bill secures emergency funding for federal sources for Wisconsin. Much of that comes in the form of expanding existing programs, cutting copays for COVID-19 testing, and expanding coverage for seniors. The governor signed the bill from home, but is also calling for more action, saying the bill lacks protection for critical workers. The Wisconsin Supreme Court announced today they will not be presiding from the bench throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, and attorneys won't be arguing from a podium. Instead, oral arguments will be streamed online. This will cover at least 9 cases this month, 2 addressing the governor's veto power. This mirrors moves made across the country by other state Supreme Courts and other types of courts, as video conferencing helps keep the courts moving while social distancing remains in place. A lot less people are traveling these days because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that means a lot less revenue for airports. But a $10 billion federal grant as part of the CARES Act aims to help airports across the country get through this tough time. About $1.1 million of that will go to the Rhinelander-Oneida County Airport. Leaders there say the money will be used mostly for capital improvement projects, things like renovations to the passenger terminal, a new fuel farm, and other design work. Airport Director Matthew Leitner says the money will make up for a loss of revenue as well, while still encouraging people to just stay at home.
In other words, we'll be able to keep all this stuff going without a great amount of pain or hardship where we have to cut, other areas. We can operate safely and efficiently as we've been doing, and then continue planning for the years ahead and improving along the way.
Delta added new flights to Minneapolis from Rhinelander for this summer. Those flights are still scheduled as planned for now, though that is subject to change. Well, outside, Jeff, not feeling much like spring right now, but that also subject to change.
Yeah, hey, Justin. The atmosphere is a bit off kilter right now with temperatures today once again back in the 20s. That is just not normal for this time of year. Here we are. It's 25 this hour in Rhinelander, 27 in Antigo, 28 for Stevens Point. But this is the last day of the really cold stuff. Tomorrow, warmer with temperatures in the 30s and 50s are back in the forecast this weekend. Looking outside now, though, just like yesterday, a couple spotty afternoon snow showers in here. If you get under one, you can get a quick burst of snow, maybe even a ½ inch or so. They'll fade away with the sun setting tonight. So your forecast then for tonight, though, is a couple of flurries still out there now. It's going to be cold once again, but not as cold as last night with low temperatures down near 15. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Marshfield Clinic typically uses telehealth appointments to meet with patients in rural environments, but as they adjust to the safer at-home order, they are now offering primary and specialty care telehealth services to all patients. Leaders say patients simply need to have a phone, tablet, or computer, basically anything that has a video camera and internet access. And officials say if people are able to stay home, do their appointments from there, it might prevent an overwhelming influx of people getting sick.
It's important that not only are we caring for patients who are acutely ill, but we also want to make sure that patients who still need their general medical care are still having a way to get their care during this time. And it's a way to keep them safer as a patient and just to keep our community safe.
Officials encourage any patient who's interested in considering telemedicine appointments to contact their clinic or visit the WebEx website. State experts agree social distancing is working in curbing the coronavirus pandemic. But what should Wisconsin do when the governor's safer at-home order is set to end on April 30th? Aspirus CEO Matt Haywood believes the order should be extended, but says it doesn't have to be as strict as it is now if the state knows what to look for in a potential surge.
I would suggest that it needs to be extended in some way, shape, or form, but we may start to relax elements of it. And by doing that, we need to have a very phased approach, and we need to have those measures I talked about to know if we're starting to slide back.
Haywood added that Aspirus is preparing as if this pandemic could last 12 to 18 months. They're preparing for that. Aspirus recently closed several rural clinics in order to preserve personal protective equipment and maximize safety. Today, President Trump announced he plans to lay out new guidelines tomorrow for reopening the economy, whenever that is. This comes as other federal officials have laid out their own strategy as everyone tries to balance physical health with economic health. Alice Barr is in Washington with details.
As states cautiously move toward reopening their paralyzed economies, there's new reporting today that FEMA and the CDC have created a public health strategy to guide a safe reopening, including ramping up production of testing kits and protective gear. The new guidelines obtained by the Washington Post specified that states should not reopen before May 1st. President Trump says he thinks some could open sooner, though he'll leave the timing and approach up to each governor.
We don't want to put pressure on anybody.
Top health official Dr. Anthony Fauci says there will be more cases as states reopen and will need to respond quickly.
Identify, isolate, get out of circulation, and do adequate and appropriate contact tracing as new cases arise.
On the economic front, millions of Americans have started receiving direct deposit stimulus payments. And for those receiving checks, we now know President Trump's name will be printed on them in an unprecedented and controversial move. Internationally, backlash today to President Trump's decision to halt funding to the World Health Organization.
It is a kind of ludicrous decision in the middle of a pandemic.
The president is demanding a review of how the WHO responded to the initial coronavirus outbreak, accusing the body of being too trusting of China and covering up mistakes. The WHO chief saying today any review should wait until the danger has passed.
My focus is on stopping this virus and saving lives.
Congressional Democrats are disputing whether the president has the power to unilaterally freeze hundreds of millions of dollars in approved funding.
That's Alice Barr reporting. The U.S. Census Bureau announced last week it's now possible to respond to the census without any person-to-person contact. We'll show you what they are doing to help people be counted. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Coyote 93.7.
Hey friends, Bella Friday here, and I am joined by Brian Gottlieb today from Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. Brian, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Bella.
So tell me, what are some of the most common reasons that people are updating their bath today?
It's really two reasons. Sometimes it's just for beauty. Maybe they have a tub that's really hard to clean, it's fiberglass, or it's stuck in the 70s, it's salmon, or it's blue. But a whole other reason is for safety. Some people have a tough time stepping over their bathtub and really can't take a shower safely, and that's a real important reason to change it.
And what makes the jacuzzi shower system so special?
So Jacuzzi's been around for over 60 years, and if you've ever interacted with a Jacuzzi brand product, you know they know how to make water feel really good. So imagine a whole line of showers and baths with that same experience. And Jacuzzi's brought beautiful colors and textures and hardware choices, and everything's done in a day, and it's just a lovely shower system.
And how does someone choose the right jacuzzi shower for their home?
Somebody from Team Jacuzzi Bath Remodel will come to your home. All the shopping happens at home. It's nice and convenient. And they'll bring all kinds of wall samples with them. They'll bring all the choices that you want to make so you can actually put it into your bathroom and see what it's going to look like. They even design it on an iPad so you can see what your bathroom will look like when it's finished. It's a great experience.
Yeah, it really sounds like an amazing experience. Yep. And you only use employees. You don't use subs.
We do. Yeah, we think that's just a better customer experience. So if we say we're going to be at your home at 7:30 on a Tuesday, we're going to show up because they're employees and we get to control the schedule.
Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has some very exciting offers. Take a look.
Now more than ever, it's important to have a safe and functional shower, and Team Tundraland is here to help. In addition to special pricing that we've put together, we will waive all installation costs on any new bath or shower project, and we will postpone all of your payments for 2 full years. Together, as a community, we'll get through this. Please know that Tundraland is here to help you. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND or visit tundraland.com today.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. You and I get to chat weather for about the next 4 minutes, and Plover is definitely winning in the sunshine department today. Here's a live look outside there now, but over here in Rhinelander, not so much. Lots of clouds and even a couple light snow showers out there currently. These will fade away once again as the sun sets tonight, and tomorrow they will not be back tomorrow for a change. We are entering a very long dry stretch coming up. Okay, out there now, though, look at this. It's 25 under mostly cloudy skies in Rhinelander. A west wind at 15, making it feel like 13. What's up with that, right? Over in Wausau, 27 for you. Congratulations. A west breeze at 12, making it feel like 17. So we'll just write this one off as a loss. A cold day for us again today. And everybody is cold in the 20s and even low 30s. Wapaka, usually the warm spot's at 33. Iron Mountain's at 30, 25 for Medford. So this, though, will begin to change going forward as we're going to say goodbye to the really cold stuff. We had near record lows last night, a record low high yesterday, meaning the temperature's never been colder for a high temperature. And then now, though, we're going to get some warmer temperatures coming our way. So just hold tight. Here we go. 39 tomorrow, 44 for Friday, but then look on Saturday, 54 for you, 48 for Sunday, and then we're going to hang out near 50 through much, if not all, of next week, which is pretty much where we should be this time of year. Looking outside right now, though, there's some light snow showers out there again. So just like yesterday, that same energy is in the region from yesterday, where the cold air aloft right now kind of bubbles up these afternoon snow showers. If you get under one, you could see a quick half-inch of snow. These are less numerous than they were yesterday, though. So back behind this, we'll get some clearing skies later tonight. The line's right about through there. That will all fall apart. And then we're going to be in pretty good shape this evening through tomorrow before we get some more clouds in here tomorrow night. So big picture-wise, so the storm track is actually changing. If you like dry weather, that's good news for you, as we'll have two jet streams split. One's going to go north, one's going to go south. Between the two, we're going to sit for several days, probably the next 5 to 7 days, without any precipitation around here going forward through the weekend and beyond. So your forecast then for tomorrow includes a bit warmer, so we're going to go for 39-ish or so in Rhinelander, 39 for Antigo and Crandon, under partly cloudy skies. Down south, temperatures near 40 once again, 39 for Point, 42 for Adams. So this, as you know, is an improvement from where we've been lately in the 20s across much of the area. Your forecast, though, for tonight, though, is decreasing clouds, most likely after sunset. You could see a couple flurries out there still, but not as cold. That's kind of a joke, right? We had a low temperature tonight down near 1. Tonight will be under 15 with a west wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, all right, so morning sun followed by some afternoon clouds. The problem with tomorrow, though, is going to get a little breezy. So the west wind could gust near 25, making that 39 feel like upper teens and 20s pretty much all day long. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows no precipitation on the map right now for the next 7 days. Tomorrow, 39, Friday, 44. And this is looking good, right? So Saturday, 54, partly cloudy. Sunday, 48, partly cloudy. Stretch your legs this weekend. And then next week is same thing. And it looks like next week we're going to hang out in the 50s, including on Earth Day on Wednesday. Justin?
The U.S. Census Bureau announced last week it's now easier than ever to respond to their questionnaire without any person-to-person contact. The Bureau is also mailing paper questionnaires to those who haven't yet responded. News Watch 12's Maisie Vincent spoke to a Wisconsin accounting agent to see where our state stands in those responses.
Only half of the country has responded to the 2020 census so far.
There have been some concerns, is this going to take a long time? On average, it takes less than 10 minutes to respond to the census.
People can now answer the questionnaire online, in the mail, or even over the phone. Wisconsin ranks second in the nation with a 55% self-response rate, but the northern tier of counties are behind the rest of the state.
We are seeing a lot of federal funds coming into our communities because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So we want to make sure we get our fair share. And one of the ways that we can get our fair share is ensuring that we're all properly counted.
Lincoln County Complaint Count Chair Melinda Osterberg says responding now will minimize the need for a census taker to visit your home in person later this year.
If you don't want that to happen, I would suggest responding right away. They will be very diligent, and they will come and find you and make repeated efforts if you do not complete the form.
Census workers are reminding people that completing the census form is safe and important, and it's key to shaping the future.
I'm a dollars and cents person, so we know that the federal government is going to have X amount of dollars to give out. Now, I want to make sure that those dollars do come to our community.
Osterberg believes now is the most important time to respond, as the nation will have lots of rebuilding to do in the next 10 years.
Without that information, they're going to assume that we don't have those people to serve, and we don't need those dollars. And I really do think we do. And I would prefer those to stay in our community and for us to receive that federal support that we we deserve.
Reporting in the Northwoods, Maisie Vincent, Newswatch 12.
Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin is endorsing presumptive presidential nominee Joe Biden on the Democratic side. Her endorsement comes just after the former VP won the Wisconsin Democratic primary, and all of his former Democratic rivals have now also backed him. Baldwin released this video saying she was endorsing Biden because she believes he has always fought for the bold progressive change that working families in Wisconsin need, and says Baldwin has been mentioned as a possible VP candidate, though she sidestepped that suggestion in an interview with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. People came out to protest in Lansing, Michigan today in response to Governor Whitmer's stay-at-home order there. The group is concerned about the economic cost of the governor's order. Protesters say they want the governor to look at safe ways to open more businesses. Michigan has the third most confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country right now, despite not having that large of a population, about 10th biggest. Governor Whitmer says right now everyone needs to do their part to flatten the curve. We told you last week about Wisconsin dairy farmers having to dump their excess milk. Well, now one state organization has a potential win-win solution. We'll break it down after the break.
We're living in uncertain times. Know that Lenz Truck has your back to make sure you get the best deal on your next truck. After 35 years in business, we owe that to our past and future customers, which is why we've lowered our truck prices to the lowest price ever. It's our way of giving back. Go now to lenztruck.com. Our new do-it-yourself online buying system makes your buying experience quick and safe. We can even provide delivery right to your door. Go to lenztruck.com.
Mark is the best husband and father you could ask for. He's just a big kid.
Best man at my wedding. Just gotta keep him off the dance floor.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basement-y in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Throwing away the mask right away, they're throwing away, and I keep saying, how is it possible to use so much?
We're going to need billions of masks across America.
The CDC telling doctors they can use bandanas or scarves as a last resort.
It's a war that we're fighting without the right equipment.
I don't believe you need 40,000 or 30,000 ventilators.
We are right now scrambling to try to get a few additional ventilators.
A lot of equipment's being asked for that I don't think they'll need.
Priorities USA Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
We told you last week about Wisconsin dairy farmers dumping out excess milk with prices and demand very low right now. But now there's a possible solution being suggested. With demand for milk down, again, the lack of storage down, some dairy farmers again poured out their milk. This new initiative is by the state's leading anti-hunger organization, Hunger Task Force. Their goal is to connect extra milk from farmers with food banks across the state. The organization will commit up to $1 million to buy excess milk from farmers, then process it and transport it to food pantries.
We want to make sure that that milk gets into the hands of recently unemployed people.
Since the coronavirus pandemic began, Wisconsin's unemployment rate has jumped from 3% to 27%. So it's not just dairy farmers being hit hard right now. Governor Tony Evers deemed doggy daycare centers as essential business when this safer at home order began. Though ironically, most people, including dog owners, are staying at home right now, so there's not as much demand for doggy daycare centers. The owners of one Wausau pet boarding center said their revenue is down to almost nothing. When the governor's order went into place, Luann Lehman went from a full kennel to now just 3 dogs and says that this could not have come at a worse time.
Initially, we were affected because it hit right before our biggest week of the year, spring break. We count on that week every year to give us a boost into summer.
Lehman says she had to lay off all of her part-time workers. Manager Chris Swiss, one of those few employees to stay on. He says he's had more time to clean, especially with fewer customers stopping by.
We are doing extra cleaning, wearing masks, gloves, meeting everyone outside, not exchanging money hand to hand, all kinds of extra precautions just to make sure that we stay safe and our customers stay safe as well.
Lehman says she plans to use some of this extra time to help upgrade her facility for once they do get busy again. We're right back with one final look at your forecast after the break.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
Hey friends, Bella Friday here, and I am joined by Brian Gottlieb today from Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. Brian, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Bella.
So tell me, what are some of the most common reasons that people are updating their bath today?
It's really 2 reasons. Sometimes it's just for beauty. Maybe they have a tub that's really hard to clean, it's fiberglass, or it's stuck in the 70s, it's salmon or it's blue. But a whole nother reason is for safety. Some people have a tough time stepping over their bathtub and really can't take a shower safely, and that's a real important reason to change it.
And what makes the jacuzzi shower system so special?
So Jacuzzi's been around for over 60 years, and if you've ever interacted with a Jacuzzi brand product, you know they know how to make water feel really good. So imagine a whole line of showers and baths with that same experience. And Jacuzzi's brought beautiful colors and textures and hardware choices, and everything's done in a day, and it's just a lovely shower system.
And how does someone choose the right jacuzzi shower for their home?
Somebody from Team Jacuzzi Bath Remodel will come to your home. All the shopping happens at home. It's nice and convenient. And they'll bring all kinds of wall samples with them. They'll bring all the choices that you want to make so you can actually put it into your bathroom and see what it's going to look like. They even design it on an iPad so you can see what your bathroom will look like when it's finished. It's a great experience.
Yeah, it really sounds like an amazing experience. Yep. And you only use employees, you don't use subs.
We do. Yeah, we think that's just a better customer experience. So if we say we're going to be at your home at 7:30 on a Tuesday, we're going to show up because they're employees and we get to control the schedule.
Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has some very exciting offers. Take a look.
Now more than ever, it's important to have a safe and functional shower, and Team Tundraland is here to help. In addition to special pricing that we've put together, we will waive all installation costs on any new bath or shower project, and we will postpone all of your payments for 2 full years. Together, as a community, we'll get through this. Please know that Tundraland is here to help you. Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND or visit tundraland.com today.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
These are odd times we live in. An Austrian company known for its snow globes has started to place tiny models of toilet paper rolls inside their glass spheres. The idea born after the family business realized how big of a deal this toilet paper craze was going during this coronavirus pandemic. Business working overtime just to fulfill the orders. They say their 5 3D printers can only produce 20 of these paper models per hour. So right now the family members are making them themselves because of social distancing. I guess these are in high demand.
All right, it's a keepsake for when we look back at this in 20 years and be like, wow, that was interesting. All right, so here we go. Temperatures are also getting a wow out there today with highs back in the 20s and low 30s. But don't worry, we're going to improve on this. It's going to happen slowly. There are still a couple light snow showers out there. Here we are in mid-April. But we'll get rid of those too. Tomorrow bring back a little bit of sunshine, followed by this. So let's talk about this for a second. Tomorrow up near 40, okay. Friday mid-40s, even better. Followed by a looking good this weekend. You might see a sprinkle late Saturday night. That's not going to be a big deal at all. but we're talking 50s now instead of 20s.
Yes.
And once they get here, it looks like they're going to stick around for a while, fingers crossed, right, through the middle portions of at least next week.
That looks like a pretty nice stretch of some more
50s.
spring-like temperatures. We're looking forward to that. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 6. We'll see you back here again tonight at 10 with more.